Hello. Okay, let me get the volumes up. First, I'll start off with when you use the Dumpling app to place an order. If you watched my earlier video, the store shopping list stays intact while you're browsing for other shoppers. However, it's still false advertising, because I don't like the way a potential customer needs to click checkout to find out your available hours, not available days, available hours. Now, in my market, there's only a few people doing this. I'm one of the 1%. And who knows if they would be available. But your shopping list does not go away. I'll do a separate video on that. That's why I wanted to use myself as a customer, because I answered at least 75% of the questions that I had. Okay, starting your own shopping business, then you're really self-employed. A lot of us gig workers think that we work for ourselves. And Ontario does it all. Hello, Dumpling. Yeah, hello, Dumpling. Using Dumpling to start your own shopping business is really working for yourself. You make all the shots. You take care of, all the troubleshooting. It's all on you. A lot of us gig workers say we love the freedom of being a gig worker, and that we work for ourselves. We're independent contractors, but we really don't work for ourselves, because those apps can be taken away. And there's also customer service, and you have people that you can call and reach out to when something really goes wrong. You're not working for yourself. You're an independent contractor. I was thinking about that while I did deliver tonight. Today was like pulling teeth, but I have to do it. I felt like I went backwards all day long. But at least, I broke, I think, $65. It was ridiculous how pathetic today was. But I'm going to discuss that in a moment. Using the third-party apps like Shipt or Instacart or Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, you're not working for yourself. You think you are, but you're not. They could take that away in a heartbeat. When you work for yourself, it doesn't get taken away. I built up a client base. I can still work them. You can start your own shopping business without using the Dumpling app, but you're paying to use a service. And I'm paying to use the service to start my own shopping business. The one huge positive, in my opinion, when I finally start shopping more often, I think I'm going to be very successful. That's really good. That's not bad at all. It's over 20 an hour, pay a little taxes. That's like 18 an hour, right? And you have your write-offs. That's not bad at all. I'm going to drive a lot less and, in my opinion, earn more. I'm going to use a lot less gas. And I use the Get Upside app still. You can visit the link in the description below if you want to check out the Get Upside app. You save money every time you gas up, and you can refer people and receive cash back every time they get gas. I receive a little bit of money every day because I have so many people. I got to put this fan on. Got off track, but I got a little warm. I'm going to drive a lot less miles. I'm going to use a lot less gas. And with what's going on with inflation, I paid $3.15 today. a gallon at Mobile. And I've been very careful with the gas. And even though my car's old, I stay on top of it. That with $3.15 a gallon, I say I can spend, if I make regular pay, if I work all throughout the week, $65 in gas. That's gassing up twice a week. That's not bad. A lot of people spend a lot more money on gas. I mean, I'm still earning steady income using the third-party apps when I'm doing Grubhub, Uber Eats, and a little bit of iView It. An occasional merchandiser, survey.com. Again, you can visit the link in the description below if you like doing resets, merchandising jobs. My affiliate link is in the description below. 309. Well, I went to Mobile, and that's a brand name, and I get good miles on that. I put $30 in today. I should have said 32. It's getting more, and I had like half of a quarter. I should have said 32. I really would have topped it off. But on average, right now, that's what I've been doing. Well, the past few weeks, we'll say definite $60. That's really cheap compared to many other places, and gas is only going to go up. Inflation's happening with everything. So get ready, guys, because it's going to hit us hard. I included a link in the description below, right on top, I know I follow him. I know he does this one particular video. He was on point. This guy's great. He is promoting his business, but he does great videos. He knows exactly what's going on with the economy, and so does I allegedly. AMTV. It's called Breaking Black Swan October, and I included the link in the description below. And visit I allegedly too. He's right on mark. And they talk about the shipping containers on the ships. I mean, he shows it on video, I allegedly. AMTV talks about it all the time, all the borders, all the ports. It was about $2,500 a year and a half ago to get all the products, all the shipping containers off the boats or the ships, to get it on port. And then people get it on all the trucks and they go and deliver to all the stores. Now, he said 24,000 today. And I heard other channels say other amounts. So I'm going to say, because I've been following it, minimum from the boat, the ship, the cargo to the port, 15,000. And I'm lowering it. So I know, I mean, I hear 17,000, 20,000. Today I heard 24,000. I don't know about that, but 15,000 to get the cargo off the ships, on the ports and in the trucks from $2,500 a year and a half ago. Well, that all trickles down, and we're the lowest on the poll, us third-party app gig workers. And I'm telling you, today it was like I was driving backwards. I was working backwards. It was so slow going because it's the products reaching the restaurants. It's the workers not having enough workers, not having enough. And AMTV starts talking about that. This video is on mark. They created a problem. This was already pre-planned. I wholeheartedly believe that, to put into play artificial intelligence to replace people. Engineered. It was an engineered problem. And this was put into play years ago. And now it's rolling out. And if people don't think that's happening, you're clueless to what's going on. Because people who are in manual labor, they have to see what's going down. And less full-time is getting their overtime. Less full-time is getting all their hours. They're lowering the full-time hours. They're using the part-time help. They're paying as low as possible. They need to get the products on the shelves. And things are changing, and things are changing fast. I tried to get the Get Upside app, but none of the gas stations near me are. It'll happen. I'm waiting for them to add fruit stores. because that app is going to offer a lot more than just saving money at the gas pump. You got to hang in there. It's like being an early investor. You're using an app very early in the game. You're going to save money. Be one of the first. I heard an ad on the radio, and I was like, I wish I had that kind of money. And so they had a specific code that's easy to remember. Everything I've gotten was word of mouth from my channels. And once I had Google ads matched they said, if you spend 50, we'll match it. And I used it once and I got a handful. But all the rest was from my word of mouth, handing out cards in the fields, promoting it on my websites. It's just like being an early investor. You're an early app user. Like I use Backed, BAKKT, and I also invest in their company. Small, but I have a little bag. I'm getting used to it from the very start. I'm watching them get rid of all the glitches because they're letting me earn rewards from the money I'm spending. You're just early in the game. So it'll happen. Don't you worry. Prep pandemic. Absolutely. What area are you in, Tyler? Yeah, what area are you in? Oh, I drive a 2007 Ford Focus. You're asking about how much they're paying? And I keep it in really good shape. And I need to get, like today, I spent like an hour and 15 minutes. I got it out. Well, yesterday I took everything out of my trunk. I threw half the crap away. It's hard to believe what you accumulate over the years. I needed to make sure I have space when I start to shop, that I could fit like 5 grocery bags in my trunk, or cases of water, or bags of dog food, or anything else that's big and bulky. And my seat is completely empty, my back seat. And I spared an hour, and I have like a portable vacuum, and I wiped down all the doors. I gave the car best cleaning that I could, but I didn't do the windows yet, and I didn't wash the outside because they said it was supposed to rain all day, and it rained for an hour. So at least it looks neat and clean because the car is very old. And when I pull up to someone's house, I want to look like organized, uniformed, while that trunk's really clean. I had a sheet in it, and this car's old, and I never moved it. And I cleaned the sheet yesterday, and the bottom of the trunk looks brand spanking new. And that sheet's kind of like plastic-like, but it's a sheet, and I had it double folded. So it looks fresh and clean. I threw out all the garbage, all the junk, and I spared it probably an hour and 20 minutes on my car. Now I got to do the outside and clean the windows. Like I said, I got to start now. I can't wait till everything is perfectly set for a new beginning. You got to go with it. Nothing's ever perfect. So I'm going to drive a lot less miles. I'm going to use a lot less gas, and I plan on earning more money. And I will be self-employed, not using a third-party app. Independent contractor. Well, you know what? I guess I'll be self-employed. That's why I want to find out when I start really succeeding with this, and I know I will. Should I go for a sole proprietorship, open up a business account, and get different kind of perks? Like I'm taking baby steps heading that way. All this time I've used my social security number, and I did get a PPP, and I don't think I was supposed to get that. And the first one I got, and it was fully forgiven. So I'm really lucky. I got lucky, and I learned a lot, and I gained financial education, which is good. But now I'm going to start my own business in a different way. That's very nice of you, Arterio. Thank you very much. The big thumb. Oh, thumbs up. I was doing Uber. This was bizarre. I thought this was really, really weird. And I told the kid I just dropped off at Hofstra, and it was pulling teeth today. The offers were so bogus. I said no a lot. When he wrote me back and wrote okay, and Uber's telling me okay with medium light skin tone. Okay, thumbs up with medium light skin tone. It says it 3 times. Thumbs up with medium light skin tone. I mean, what's the difference? They should all be. It should be red, white, and blue. So for the flag, screw the skin tone. It should just be a thumbs up. Make them all red. Unbelievable. Talk about divide, right? How can you divide? Just ridiculous. It's an app. I was like, is it saying what I think it's saying? That's pretty funny. But thank you for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. With medium light skin tone. That was weird. Nothing like dividing. I was watching Kim's Side Hustle Plans. I think that's the name. And I didn't notice it today. I did too. I did too, Grubhub. Earlier today. They were fair price, like $7, $8 right around town. They're showing miles now. And she's in Jersey. She's in something Banks in Jersey. And they're showing her the miles on Grubhub. Now, I gave back an order, 2 orders last week, because I wasn't going to Amityville for that price. And I couldn't tell on the map. I was like, oh, that's too far. That's past Massapequa Park, Massapequa. No. I'm not going that far for that money. Are you out of your mind? You can have it back. And it was to a place I really like, and I'm actually a customer, but they weren't paying me enough. I said, enough of the game playing. So right now in Jersey, wherever the Banks is, where Kim's Side Hustle Plans, her channel, Grubhub is showing miles. Like button smashed. Thank you very much. Thumbs up with a medium light skin tone. It was just, I was like, what? Are you serious? Too much. So I would definitely visit that link below. And the second half of this video is off the charts, but listen to the whole video because he is dead on what's about to go down. It's already going down. And the worst is yet to come. And if you think you have value in your cash, you're only fooling yourself. And artificial intelligence is already here, and it's going to wipe out yesteryear jobs, 20th century jobs. There are going to be many jobs replaced with artificial intelligence, and those people are going to be forced to gain new skill, different kind of skills, if they want to stay in that industry, because the jobs aren't going to be so. There aren't going to be so many jobs like so many jobs available in the food industry. It's just not going to happen, you know. 4-star service, I happen to feel because I grew up in the restaurant business. A 5-star service will always be around. It's nothing like going to a fancy restaurant or a nice casual restaurant and receiving good, quality service. You enjoy the evening out, whether it's a family casual place or more upscale. But besides that, all the fast food places and the smaller places like that, and I would say even food stores, all of them, they're going to use technology to help expedite the orders and to serve more people as fast as possible. There are, that one computer that goes up and down the aisles for inventory, that's a management position. They're ridding that too. There's going to be less in demand. They're not going to be needed. They're going to need office people to make sure all the information from the computers, the artificial intelligence, are going into the computer system, data entry. I never thought I would see management positions start getting wiped out, and they are. Like assistant managers or department managers are not going to be needed. They're just not. I worked off block for Dinner Rush and still made some money. Oh, awesome. Oh, lights are getting hot. I got to do that. I hope you can still see me. I'll put that on for a moment. I got to turn the key. I'm really happy. My area, I didn't work any blocks. I didn't get any Grubhub offers, and Uber Eats was like, psh. But you know what? If it wasn't for tips, I wouldn't have made any money. At least I think with Grubhub and Uber Eats, I just broke $55. And I did earlier deliveries, and I went out early in the evening, but I also did stuff in between. I also uploaded some videos. But I'm happy you made money. Good for you. can take my job any day. Artificial intelligence can take your job any day. Got it. There are going to be a lot of jobs being taken away. Here's an example. I had a procedure done yesterday, and there's another topic I wanted to talk about. I'm really happy I'm going to be a shopper. I knew I wanted to be a shopper 7 years ago when I applied to a local ShopRite. When I saw that opportunity available, and I was told that they were really desperate. They were very desperate for deli help, and someone with my experience in the food industry. They were like, she'll take it. She's desperate. She's going to take this job. And I took it, and I thought I would like it more. But look at this now. The point of telling you this is I knew 7 years ago that job sounds like right up my alley. I'd be a great shopper for customers coming up to pick up their orders, running a department, learning a computer program. I'd be so good at that. I'm great at customer service. And they told me they lost my application and I needed to reapply. And if I wanted a job, I had to settle for the deli. So I figured, get my foot in the door, I'll apply for other positions as time goes on. And they weren't having it. They did use me in a department right next to the deli that's relatable. However, they put me back in the deli when they knew that I wasn't going to live and breathe 6 days a week, 10-hour days for them. I probably would still be there part time, but it wasn't challenging anymore. I might as well be a waitress. I did it for a long time. There's nothing wrong with being a server, but I did it the first half of my life. I mean, you don't have to be the same person all your life. You can gain other skills and have other interests. So I didn't know about these apps. I wasn't even doing third-party apps when I started there. And these third-party apps led me to learning about Dumpling app because Dimple's on Demand that moved to Jersey. I learned about it from her, and then I saw a couple other videos about it. I put it on the back burner, and look at me now. I think I'm going to soar with this. And in this economy, what's going on with the world, my service is going to be in demand, really in demand. There are a lot of people that cannot shop for themselves, who don't like to shop for themselves, and people who are very busy. They need someone like me who loves. I miss being in the food stores and shopping and all the products and the coupons. And I was really into it. I'm going to be really into it again. I'm going to be really into it again. And look, 7 years later, I'm starting my own shopping business. And I'm going to have freedom and I can make my own hours and I don't have to put up with mood swings or worrying about stepping on anyone's tippy toes or moody teammates. I want to say teammates, coworkers. I don't have to deal with any of that because I like what I do and I'm going to be very good at this. Yes, I still have to work, and I see becoming very successful. And I'm still working online. I set up a lot of streams of income. I happen to follow all these channels that I believe in what's going on with the world today. And oh, I get it. But this job position of starting your own shopping business, self-employed, is a score. And I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be very, very good at it. You see that? I didn't know about this 7 years ago. I'm thinking now, it was 7 years ago. Damn. And I'm going to get exercise. I'm going to be walking a lot. That's very important to me right now because when I stand in place, I really hurt myself. I can't just stand in place. I got to move. I got to walk around. And I love learning about products and new products. And I can't wait to save people money. And I want to be hired for the service I'm providing. And I'm going to be very, very good at it. It's going to be my full-time job, a wonderful career. And I can make my own hours. And I understand because of the business, I know when to work more, become more available, but I don't have to work any more holidays. That's going to be very different for me. Or work your ass off to the day before a holiday, and then when the holiday comes, you're exhausted and you can't enjoy yourself. And that's not the way to live. The second half of my life, I will not miss any more holidays. I will be with my family and friends. And that's something because of the industry I was in, it was always put somebody else's need above your own if you want to earn that paycheck. Not anymore. Good people get what they deserve. If you do it right, not take any shortcuts, and things happen for a reason. So again, visit the link in the description below. Breaking Black Swan October by AMTV, and listen to that video. And you tell me that's not what's going down right now. You won't be able to. And guys, this affects all of us. We're third-party gig workers. We need these fast food places. We need mom and pop shops in town. And half of them closed down already, and they're not coming back. Without that, you're not going to have a job. If you think this is what you've been doing this, I watch many channels and they do it full time. They work 40 to 50-hour weeks. This is what they do. It's going to become less and less and less because all the trickle down from the ships and the cargo on the ships getting onto the ports and getting the products in the stores and getting all the products in the fast food places and all the mom pop shops, the ones that made it through the pandemic, this was all orchestrated and years, decades ahead of its time, and slowly training the everyday person to adjust to a new way of living. The 20th century way of doing things is over. Say goodbye. And if anyone's living in that day and age, they're going to be hurt so bad. What else to tell you? I told you, when I had the procedure done, you can do what you love. And that's where I was leading to. They had a way for paperwork. They had me all set up, and I was getting put out for like 20 minutes. And the anesthesiologist, that's very hard to say, asked me, have you ever been put under? And I said, no. So he told me what was going on, and he introduced himself, and he said, I'm the one who's going to perform. And because I was in the corner waiting, and I was like, really, it's okay, guys. These people were so great. They were aces. I couldn't believe how I was treated. The care I received was off the charts. And I will be writing another review about them because I couldn't believe how they took care of me. But there was a problem with the paperwork, and they had me all set up, and you could tell they were bothered. Like, she should have been in this room 45 minutes ago. It happened, and I was watching them. It wasn't boring what was going on, that's for sure. I was like, it's okay, don't you worry. I will read that in a moment. So after getting to know him, the one last time he spoke with me, I said, excuse me, because I've been asking, because it doesn't matter what industry you're in. I said, do you like your job? He was like, I love my job. I've always wanted to be an anesthesiologist. Like, that's very hard to say. It's okay to earn any industry. There's always going to be doctors. Every title in between, there's going to be an assistant to a nurse. The person who registered me, administration, she was the greeter. She got me set. She put me in the system. She put the bracelet on me. She told me to pee in a cup. She got me ready to get in. And then the next person came in and filled out the paperwork and spoke with me. Then told me the anesthesiologist was coming, or the nurse was coming, and then the anesthesiologist, and then the doctor, all different levels. You could be a contractor. You could be a painter. You could be a mechanic. You could be an artist. You could be a writer. You could be a school teacher. Whatever jobs are out there. A trucker, and truckers are going on strike, so that's going to help inflation. Can't get the products to the restaurants that we need to deliver for. He loves his job. No matter what your title, you need a financial education. No matter what you love doing, somebody's going to love doing something. And I'm so happy I found something that I know. People go, yeah, I'm going to work. Yeah, I got to go to work. Yeah, going to work. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to my job. Yeah, I'm going to go do my job. I'm going to love it. I enjoy that. That's who I should have been already. But it gave me time to gain a lot of other skills, and it takes me time to learn stuff, but when I learn it, I'm the best at it. Online, I got my whole online world set up, and you guys can do it too. Until you open the robot's oil cap and it's malfunctioning. Well, you need new job titles to program the artificial intelligence and to maintain That's going to be a different kind of job. They're going to have job titles. That's something really good to look into. Maintaining artificial intelligence, like vending machines. You have people who maintain vending machines. They've been around for years. Well, they have to be maintained, not just stocked. You have somebody else doing the stocking, inventory. They're going to maintain the machinery. So it's a different kind of mechanic. And I would think that's something that men and women can do, like more equally. And that may bother some people, but I feel men are stronger than women, and not all women can do what men do because of their strength. Please don't take it personal. I just feel that way. I'm not saying with the minds and the smarts, but the strength, there's no denying it. Men are stronger than women. Just like women are made to have babies and men not. You know, 5 years ago, I quit working job to start gig work and never went back to a traditional job. A lot of people are like that. But now, because of the third party apps, other jobs like dumpling apps, maybe you'll want to pay for a service and become totally self employed and start your own business. See, now, if I really dig this, I might help people learn. Like, you could pay $100 a month and hire shoppers and pay them to work for you and give them the dumpling card and, you know, build your own staff using the app. I'm sure there's other apps out there for different industries that you can do this kind of stuff with. It's just that the dumpling app is about shopping and delivering to people. That's the industry, you know? It's really very interesting, and we're going to see more app opportunities like this. And I know my few write-offs are partial my phone service, because without the phone service and internet, I can't run my business. The miles, the $29 a month right now, that's what it is. And what else did I say? Oh, I said one more thing. I said it in another video. I forget. I have the list at home. There's 4 things I can write off: the miles, the phone, the $29. Oh, there was something else. Well, anything you buy for your business that you use for business reasons, you can write off. Oh, I can't remember the fourth one right now. So thanks for joining in. I wanted to share that again. Visit the link in the description below. Breaking Black Swan October, AMTV. Listen to that specific video. And he also talks about truckers. The truckers are going on strike. And I've heard that on other channels, that they're planning to line up and say, hey, because now they're working harder. Meanwhile, inflation's happening, but now they need more pay. It's going to trickle down to the lowest jobs, and everyone's going to get hurt. But this is something that's been put into play for years. Thank you, Ontario. That's very sweet of you. Everybody has a channel, like Rideshare Lisa. She always gives me. I've taken many of her suggestions. Dimples on Demand, um, Lexi, Rideshare Lexi, Paid to Drive. I still watch him occasionally. There's so many channels out there, guys. But I allegedly and AMTV have been my top 2 lately. I'm like, God, and he speaks about Robert Kiyosaki. It's just like this one video. It's compact, like in 10 minutes. Well, I think it's like 7. It was a little long, but it's so non-boring that you don't want it to end, because he shares so much information and he happened to speak it so perfectly, and you just hear what's going on, and it's exactly what's going on. Things are changing. So I'm hoping. I went live now because I put my hours in for the dumpling app, and I'm going to do deliveries during the day. I'm going to get up early, make sure I'm ready. I have to have an errand to do in the morning, and I want to be ready. And hopefully, if someone grabs the dumpling app, I said I'm available from 10 to 6 from Wednesday till Saturday. I'm just going to take Sunday off with the dumpling app, because the stores around here are very busy on Sundays. I want to get my feet wet first. And if it's the holidays, then maybe I'll be available 7 days a week and then take off the holidays. I just want to be available. If someone happens to use, like, grab me, I want to say, yes, I'll take that. So I don't know what to expect. The first 6 months are going to be hard until I build up a customer base and repeat business. And I'm willing to do the time because this will be my career. This will be my business. I will become self-employed and I'll continue working online too. Okay, guys, it was a pleasure. Thank you for joining in. I should look into, well, I'm motivating the gig economy. I'm motivating people to think outside the box. I'm a perfect example how I started lowest on the pole using the third-party apps. DoorDash was very new in Long Island. I was one of the first people to work Uber Eats. The first year I worked Uber Eats, I made killer money. And that's why I worked both my job and that. But I knew the third-party apps were coming to an end. Like if I had to choose, well, I would have kept the other job, the part-time food store job over the third-party apps any day because I knew that was temporary. Technology is evolving so quickly, and I just saw an opportunity to pay off a lot of debt the good old-fashioned way. I worked my ass off. I banged out a lot of debt, and it had to be done, and I gained a financial education. That's exactly what went down. So think about it, guys. All those ships with all that cargo, $2,500 a year and a half ago, at least minimum $15,000 to unload them to get them on the ports and into the trucks. And the truckers want to go on strike. There's going to be a lot of this is going to be, if you're not paying attention, you're going to have a horrible winter. People like us, we're in the know. We're staying on top of it, which is good. And check out the link below for the merchandising job. A few people joined, and all of a sudden I see people that I referred are working it. People I referred a year ago are working the merchandising jobs because a lot of resets are out there. A lot of companies need their stock on the shelves. So they're willing to use these third-party apps, and I can earn up to $100 per referral. Well, people I referred a year ago are all of a sudden working because people need the money. And I worked very hard to recruit those people. So I hope they earn money and it helps their pocket. I hope they get many jobs from it, and it might lead to a solid permanent merchandising job. At least the companies are hiring part-time. Right now, a lot of people aren't hiring full-time unless you want to work in a place like a fast food place doing 20 different, tasks for 15 an hour and working yourself into the ground. That's not the way to live. So, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great one. And I look forward to recording a video with my first client. I plan on doing a video to upload and let you know how my first client goes. I hope to gain one this week, at least one. And we'll see. But I got to be very focused and ready to jump, or fly. And I will be. I'll see you soon. Have a great one. Thanks for any of the thumbs up. And I'll see you soon. Gotta work. I hope you earn a lot of money. Bye, guys.